What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. Today, I want to talk a little bit about Amp Liv, a character that y'all can expect in Global in about 7 months, since JP version of the game is 7 months ahead of Global. And this is a character that I think a lot of players are going to be really looking forward to because she is actually insane. And, right now in Global, guys, the Fire team really does lack. It just doesn't do as well as what we really would like it to, which sucks. But whenever this character shows up in the game, it's actually going to make a pretty big difference, especially for your Fire team if you're trying to set up one. This character, because she's an amplifier, what she actually does is she offers 10% extra attack and 10% extra fire damage to characters when they're switching in for 10 seconds whenever she's on the team with them. That is a huge, huge boost for your other characters. But not only that, right? Not only does she add that, but Liv herself is quite godly herself. She's a pretty amazing character to play, and she's really got some beautiful coatings as well. I mean, obviously, this one here is really the shining light. This thing is gorgeous. Like, she looks amazing in this thing. Oh, my Lord. Wow, 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 wow. And these are the memories that you're going to be using for her. And these memories are actually what are going to only work for her and then 2 Darwins, right? It doesn't really matter at this point because you global players, it's going to be a while for you to play her anyways. But her 6-star weapon, now, her 6-star weapon is actually pretty damn interesting. What it does is give an extra 10% extra attack. And this 50%, what that means is whenever she's switched in, she's going to gain 50% prayer. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. And then this here, what this does is whenever she does her oath attacks, then she's going to get an extra 20 to 100% more damage, right? Which is a lot, depending on how many prayers you actually do with the character, which we'll talk about. This is actually a pretty insane weapon for this character. It's huge, huge damage buffs for her. So I'm actually really, really glad that I queued it up. Now, something to note about Liv is that anytime you do 3 pings, it's always going to be fire damage. Whether it's her yellow orbs or blue orbs or red orbs, it's always going to be fire damage when you do 3 pings. So when you're playing with her, you really want to try to be doing 3 pings with her at all times. Another thing about her that's really, really cool is that she can actually self-enter the matrix. That's right. She can actually enter the matrix. Now, I recorded a run for you guys against Gabriel, and I don't even do that, but she can do it. It's actually pretty wild that she can enter the matrix on her own. That is so cool, right? And I believe she'll be the first character that can do this. So let me show you guys, what she does. So whenever you're playing with her, you really want to try to hit prayer stance, right? Now, if you look at the bottom, you see this gauge here. This is her prayer gauge. Whenever she has the 6-star weapon, this is 50% already filled up when she's switching in. And what that means is you're going to be able to do a lot more damage. So when I do my basic attacks, right, and these are basic, or basic are cool as hell. Look at these basics. Look at these things, right? Big old whirlwind or flaming wind coming down. That is sick, right? Kind of reminds you of Luna's signature move. So now that the gauge is filled up, you guys can see that this little star is lit up here. Now watch what happens whenever I dodge twice, right? And now I dodge again. Well, we kind of screwed up there a little bit. Let me try that again, okay? Okay, and all right, now there we go. Here we go. There you go. There's the matrix, right? That's cool as hell, right? Took a little practice, right? It takes a little practice, but you literally dodge twice to go into the prayer stance, and then immediately, if you dodge again, you'll actually go into the matrix, which is wild. That is so cool, and we'll get into the signature. And when you do her signature, if you do that prayer stance again, it's called Radiant Stance. Then, whenever you do it while she's in her signature, she's going to do insanity for damage. And so let's build up that prayer gauge again. Okay, we'll back up. All right, we need a little bit more prayer gauge here. Sorry. Okay. All right. And right now she's getting a 70% decrease damage decrease whenever she's doing that. So whenever she's in her prayer stance, she gets a 70% damage decrease, which is actually really cool. And then whenever you hit the signature, look at this baby. Back up twice, do 2 dodges. You can do 3 pings. The more orbs you ping, the more damage you actually do during this. That is so wild. So cool, right? I mean, she's a really, really fun character to play. So literally what you're trying to do when you play with this character is you're just trying to build up that prayer gauge. You can do it by using your orbs. You can do it by using your basic attacks, right? Like here's the yellow orb, pretty cool. Here's the blue orb, right? That one just kind of slows them down. And then the red orb, look at that. It kind of leaves them like kind of stationary, right? Dodge twice, go into player stance, dodge again, go into the matrix. It's so wild, man. It's so wild that you can actually go into the matrix. That is so cool. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. We're going to build it up one more time, just kind of hit that signature. And once her signature is ready to go, we'll hit it. Then we'll dodge twice, enter prayer stance. You want to do 3 pings, right? And the more orbs you ping, the more damage you do. And boom. It is nice. I'm not going into super detail about the character, guys, but that just gives you an idea of how you play her. I mean, she is wild, right? Now, the run you guys are going to see, I don't go into the Matrix. I don't do it at all because I actually wasn't even aware of it when I did that run. I was aware of everything else, but I just wasn't aware that you could actually enter your matrix. But remember, you do use an extra dodge when you do go into the matrix with her, but still you're in the matrix, right? You're slowing down time and you actually have time to build up that dodge meter. So it would have made more sense if I would have used it, but I didn't. But you could see how handy something like that would be, especially like in Warzone, guys. I mean, think about it. Think about being in Warzone, right? And you enter her prayer stance, and then you can just go straight into the Matrix and do insanity for damage and slow down time, right? That is just so cool on top of all the damage that she does, all the AoE that she has on her skills. I mean, this is a really, really cool character. I have to say, man, I am loving Liv, and I cannot wait for her to show up on Global. So guys, let me know what you think about Amp Liv, and I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GG+7 time. The link is in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.
Well,